Hey everyone, so it is July 24th and it is officially the first day of Booktubeathon, and it is the second day of the summer biannual bibliothon. So I haven't officially started reading for either of those yet. I was reading earlier this morning and yesterday. I guess the book that I finished this morning can technically go towards the biannual bibliothon because I did read it the 23rd and the 24th, but I don't know if I'm going to count that. I'll probably still tell you guys what that was. Sorry, my arm is hurting, so I have to be lazy with this. But yeah, it is my birthday. I'm 25 today. That's exciting. I was supposed to be going out for sushi with friends, but it's not looking like that's going to happen anymore. So I am going to spend basically the rest of my day reading. Right now I'm not reading because I am actually about to edit the vlog video for the 24 and 48 hour readathon. So I'll have that ready to go tomorrow because I've been feeling really lazy since I have the whole week off. So I just want to get that done before I really get in the mood, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm about to do that, and then I'm probably going to go outside and read. Excuse me. I actually wasn't planning on reading, but I wasn't planning on reading outside, but it rained last night, so it's not as hot today. I think last time I checked my phone it was only 85 degrees. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go sit out and read my 2 comics that I had on my TBR. But I do want to get this video edited at least tonight. So all I have to do tomorrow is maybe edit the thumbnail and, post it. Like I said, I did finish a book earlier today, because I woke up at like 6 this morning, and I've been up and I just finished reading that. But that was Pucked Over by Helena Hunting. I did mention that in my 24 and 48 hour readathon vlog wrap up video, but since it'll also count towards the biannual bibliothon and technically the Booktubeathon because I read it during both, I can mention it. But I finished Pucked Over by Helena Hunting. Like I said, I ended up giving that one 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was like a new adult romance type book. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the writing, and the only reason I finished it because I was interested in the characters and I wanted to see where their story was going, so I went ahead and finished that up. I think the first book that I'm going to pick up is actually a comic, and that's Why the Last Man. And this is the first volume, and it's Unmanned. I guess the title of this one is Unmanned by Brian K. Vaughan. And this would fit for the challenge of finishing a book in one day, or finishing a book outside for the Booktubeathon. And then it'll also count for the banned book for the biannual bibliothon. And then I also have out Low Volume 1, The Delirium of Hope by Rick Remender. And once again, this will either count for the read a book in one day or read a book completely outdoors for the Booktubeathon, and for the read a book you found somewhere or you saw somewhere other than Booktube for the biannual bibliothon. It's now 6:01. I can't remember exactly what time it was that I last updated you guys, but I finished editing my video, so I think it's pretty much ready to go up tomorrow. I think the last time that I updated you guys, I said that I was going outside to read, and I think I completely failed. I sat outside for maybe about 30 minutes and I read for almost the entire time that I was out there, and it was hot, but honestly I could have dealt with the heat, but the bugs, I couldn't do it because I am not used to these Texas bugs. Especially, I've been here for over 2 years now, I think, but the problem is that I don't spend a whole lot of time outside, and especially not during the day when everything is out and up. So that just was not working for me. I tried. I sat out there, even though I think it was like a wasp or something flying around my porch. I sat out there, stuck it out, but there was this one really big bug and I had been eyeing it the entire time and it wasn't moving, and I wasn't sure if it was dead. But then all of a sudden it started making a whole bunch of noise, and I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know what kind of bug it was, and if, you know, it was contacting other ones, or, you know, I didn't know what was going on. So sounds crazy, but I just couldn't do it anymore. I told myself that I was gonna go on the back since there wasn't as many plants outside, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna just sit in my room under my air conditioner and fan and just finish reading instead of going back outside. I know it's probably terrible because it's good for me because I never get outside, but I don't think I can do that. I went and got me some cake. I'll probably do a little update about that later. I had got a coupon out here, and I think it might be in a few surrounding states as well. There is this place called Nothing But Cakes, like BUNDT cakes, and I had signed up for their email group like a couple years ago, and I got an email to get a free buttonlet for my birthday. So since today is my birthday and I didn't have anything to do, I got a chance to go stop and get me a free cake. So I'll probably end up eating that later with some ice cream. I haven't told you guys this, but I really love to play The Sims, and I finally figured out how to record my gameplay. So I've been wanting to start a channel. So I'm thinking today, depending on how much I get read, I might also film my first Sims 4 Let's Play video so I can get that channel started, because I'm really excited about that. And I don't know if you guys are interested in this, but if you are, I have already created my character and I have a whole backstory for her, and I actually moved her into her apartment and did a little decorating with the money she had left over. So I'm like really excited to play that, and I'm kind of putting it off because I'm like, I need to read more and I haven't really read anything. So I'm gonna try to get through at least those 2 comics and maybe part of the way through the graphic novel that I was talking about earlier, and then depending on what time it is when I get done with that, then maybe I'll let myself go ahead and film that first video so I can go ahead and get that uploaded. It's still Monday, but it's actually now 10:26 p.m. and today did not go as planned. I will say that, because I had planned on finishing at least 2 things that were on my TBR, and I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna get done, because I still have an hour and a half left of the day, so I could possibly still get these 2 done, but today just didn't go as planned. I mentioned earlier that I had birthday plans, but I had lunch plans for my birthday, but those ended up falling through. And then I was sitting around reading, went outside for a little bit, and yeah, you guys saw how that went. And then I was all set to just sit down and read for the rest of the night, because I didn't have any other plans for my birthday. Then my family decided we were gonna go out and get something to eat for my birthday. So like, soon as I was really getting into reading the comic that I was currently reading, I had just changed out of my clothes not too long ago, so I had to put back on what I had put on for the day, and we ended up leaving out, and I've been back for a little bit now, but I do want to finish at least one thing today. So I am still currently reading Low Volume 1, which is what I started way earlier when I started reading, but I am now on chapter 4 of this, and I believe it's a total of 6 chapters in this first volume, and I don't really know how I'm feeling about it right now. I really do like the art style, I can't say that, but the story was kind of confusing. I think I'm starting to really understand what's going on with the story, but it took me a while to get into it, and I will say I don't really know if I like it right now. Okay, my camera cut off, and this isn't really focusing in on this, but you can kind of see the coloring that's in here, even though it's not really focusing on the faces, which kind of sucks, but you know, I'm using my old camera, so it is what it is, and I can't really change that. But yeah, like I was saying, I am technically halfway through if you're counting bad chapters. It doesn't have any page numbers, so I don't actually know which page I'm on. I counted and I think I'm on 81, but I think I might have miscounted because I was watching a video while I was counting and I feel like I lost track a couple times. But it's only 144 pages in this, so I definitely will be finishing this before I go to bed. And I do still want to try to read Why the Last Man, the first volume by Brian K. Vaughan, because those were the two that I was saying that I was going to read since this morning, and I still haven't read them, and it's almost the end of the day. I guess I will see you guys in the morning with an update to let you guys know how much of this stuff that I actually got through.
Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, July 25th, and it is day 3 of the summer biannual bibliothon and day 2 of Booktubeathon. It is currently 7:13 in the morning. I did not plan on being up this early. Randomly at 5 o'clock this morning, the fire alarms in our house started going off. So pretty much everybody in our house woke up. But I have been up since then. I couldn't fall back asleep. So, yeah, I was watching some people's vlogs from the first day of the Booktubeathon. And I think it was one person who posted a vlog for the Biannual Bibliothon. So that's what I've been doing since 5:30-ish. I just finished rewatching the video that I edited yesterday that's supposed to go up today, and I probably could have put it up when I was still up last night because I was up after midnight, but me being lazy, I just didn't feel like it. So I just finished putting together my thumbnail and my video. I don't think you can see that. My video is currently uploading. I have 69 or 60 or 70% done now, so I am waiting on that to finish, and then I'm gonna put a little bit in the description and fix up the title of this, and that'll be going up shortly. And yeah, I went and got some, my bed is kind of messy because I got a bunch of stuff on it. I went and got some cherries for breakfast, as well as this is water that I had left over from yesterday after I came back from outside my fail of trying to read it outside. This is left over from yesterday. But yeah, I'm just gonna have some cherries and water for breakfast because I'm lazy and I didn't want to cook, and since it's still early, I didn't want to be loud, and because people are still sleeping. My mom has to work in a couple hours, and I didn't want to be all loud, you know, when she's still trying to sleep before she has to get up. But I figured since I am up, I can do some really quick updates. I did not read as much as I wanted to read last night. Like right after I finished filming, I had planned on reading, I think I said, the 2 comics. I'm possibly starting on a graphic novel, but I got really sleepy when we went out for my birthday last night. Yesterday, the 24th, was also National Tequila Day. So when we were there, I ended up getting a $2 margarita, and yeah, I think it finally like really hit me. So I got really sleepy. I did end up finishing Low Volume 1 last night. It took me way too long, I feel like, to finish it, and I can't remember if I did an update about this last night. I don't think I did an update after I finished it, but it was getting better, I think, when I last updated you guys, and it was still kind of confusing, but for the most part I did really enjoy it. And at the end of it, I actually teared up, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And while I was reading it, I didn't know if I was going to pick up the other volumes in this, but after this was done, I went and looked, and it's only actually 2 more volumes in this series. So I think this Friday is payday, so I think this Friday I'll just go ahead and get those 2 and just finish up the series, since it's not a whole lot more. And I really do like the art style, and I really want to see where the story goes, and since I don't have a library to check them out from, I'll just end up buying them. I am going to finish up this video, and once this is posted, I was planning on watching videos while it was uploading and stuff like that, but it looks like it's done. So I just need to do some last minute finishing touches on like the title and the description and put in my custom thumbnail and then upload that. But once I am done with that, I'll probably, I think I have 2 more vlogs to watch. It's 3 videos now that I can watch. I have a Booktubeathon vlog from Chelsea Darling Reads that was up. She put that up 5 hours ago, so it wasn't that long ago. And then Emma posted her day 2 of her summer biannual bibliothon reading vlog, and then Crystal the Bookworm just posted an unboxing like a couple minutes ago. So I probably will read or watch those while I eat some of my breakfast, some of these cherries, and then I'm going to get started on Why the Last Man, and then I probably will go right into the sculptor after that. Same spot, but I actually have on different clothes this time, if you can even see them in this video. It is, where's my phone? It's almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:57 right now, and I haven't updated since this morning. So I figured I would go ahead and update you guys because I'm actually really sleepy. I've been up basically since around 5:30-ish this morning, and I fell asleep, but I woke up because I was hungry and found out my mom was cooking, so I just got something to eat really quick. Today I finished one more thing and I started on another, and I really wanted to finish the other thing, but you know, stuff works out a certain way sometimes. So the first thing that I finished today was Why the Last Man Volume 1 Unmanned by Brian K. Vaughan, and this is the first volume in this comic series, and I actually ended up really enjoying this one as well. I actually think I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Low Volume 1. I think I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. But when I came back home, I picked up The Sculptor, which I have been talking about for a while now. This is the book without the dust jacket, and I finished the first chapter. So I am currently on page 104, which is the first page of the second chapter. So I probably got like a 4th or a 5th of the way through this book, because I think it's almost 500 pages. So let's see, if you guys can tell, I read just a little bit compared to the rest of what I have to read, and I think that 100 or so pages took me almost 45 minutes. So I'll probably, first thing when I get up tomorrow, whenever I start reading, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and finish this off, because I did want to finish it off today, but it didn't quite work out like that, because I don't know, I was reading Why the Last Man and then I kind of stopped after that and took a nap, and there's just a lot of nonsense going on today. But yeah, tomorrow is definitely the day I will finish this. So I guess I can just briefly go over what I'm going to be reading tomorrow. So like I told you guys earlier, I plan on finishing the last 400, almost 400 pages of The Sculptor by Scott McCloud. And then I don't know if any of you guys are planners, but I have my I guess I can show you guys. I have my Erin Condren Life Planner, and because I haven't worked at all this week, I haven't planned out my week this yet, and I always usually like to do it even if I don't really have any plans, because especially since this week I feel like I've had stuff that I could talk about or, you know, mention in my planner. Oops. But because I didn't work on Sunday, which is usually the day I do it, it's not done yet. So I plan on, probably as soon as I finish The Sculptor, I'm going to plan I'm gonna put down my stickers in my planner. And if you guys don't know about planners and stickers for your planners, I have this kit that I got from the shop, Glam Planner. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down as soon as I'm done reading The Sculptor. But the reason I mention that is because while I'm doing that, because sometimes it could take a while, I decided that I'm going to start listening to the audiobook of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone while I flip through the illustrated edition. I decided to start listening to the audiobook while I plan because I always find it really hard to get into the very beginning of the story, just because I guess the way it's told, and then I also really don't like the Dursleys. So I feel like that could possibly take me an hour, maybe 30 minutes, honestly, depending on how much of my stuff that I'm doing, I'm putting down throughout the rest of the week. The plan that I have for tomorrow: as soon as I get up, read The Sculptor, read or listen to the audiobook for the first Harry Potter book while I plan, and then go into the Savage Song. I probably film a Fairy Loot unboxing, as well as, I think I mentioned this yesterday that I wanted to do today, but film a Sims video. I wanted to do that and I never got around to it, and I was thinking about just doing it tonight. That is all I guess I'm going to update you guys on tonight. I am about to go eat dinner and probably end up going to sleep and then be up early. Who knows? But I will see you guys again in the next update.